This area is in front of Nam Nhã Pagoda, showcases an ancient site that is nearly 150 years old, renowned in the western region for its unique architecture and historical significance, closely tied to various patriotic activities of Vietnamese scholars and citizens. Notably, Nam Nhã Pagoda is the only ancient pagoda in the West, currently preserving over 100 wood blocks from the Nguyen dynasty. Today, we invite you to explore and learn about Nam Nhã Pagoda, a national historical site and a famous landmark of Tây Đô.
Nam Nhã Pagoda is situated at number 612 Cách Mạng tháng 8 Street, Area 2 Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Ward, Bình Thủy District, Cần Thơ City. When it was originally constructed, the pagoda was placed near the riverbank to accommodate visitors, as water transport was the primary means of travel.
As you can see, a board with a QR code is in front of the pagoda gate. This is a youth project by Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Ward, implemented in March of this year, applying digital transformation to promote historical and cultural relics. The board is in both Vietnamese and English, providing visitors with more information about the temple.
In the 18th century, the Minh religion was introduced to Vietnam. Master Nguyễn Đạo Cơ, whose real name was Nguyễn Giác Nguyên, was a disciple of the renowned physician Bùi Hữu Nghĩa from Bình Thủy district. He became a monk, practicing both medicine and preaching. In 1883, Master Nguyễn Giác Nguyên founded Nam Nhã Buddhist temple at the mouth of the Bình Thủy River, across from Bình Thủy Communal House. The pagoda was completed in 1905 and was restored in 1917 to its current form. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, the pagoda served as both a center for spreading the Minh religion and a hub for woodblock printing. It played a crucial role in disseminating patriotic poems and literature, particularly works in Nôm script, aimed at fostering patriotism and enhancing the intellectual level of the people in the Nam Kỳ provinces. This activity laid the groundwork for the later Đông Du patriotic movement. In 1905, in response to the Đông Du movement led by Phan Bội Châu, the pagoda established several financial institutions, supported students studying abroad, resisted the French colonialist efforts to keep the population uneducated. This is the Tích Tự Lư, the writing furnace. During the Đông Du movement, this location was used to store and conceal documents for the movement. The French colonialist was unaware of its purpose because the top was camouflaged with yellow paper and other materials, preventing suspicion from the French and their secret agents. Throughout the Đông Du movement, this board served as a liaison office and a secure place to hide documents, remaining undiscovered by the French. The pagoda has been meticulously preserved in its original form, with no architectural or size changes. Each year, it is repainted in its original colors. This site stands as a memorial to the nation's glorious golden era.
These activities help people gain a deeper understanding of the revolutionary efforts at the pagoda and the contributions of those who supported the Đông Du movement. Nam Nhã Pagoda is set within a spacious area filled with numerous trees. The courtyard is tall, and the garden features many ancient trees. What sets the architecture of Nam Nhã Pagoda apart?
The pagoda's distinctive architecture features an Indo-Chinese design style that emerged in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. It reflects the period when the three Indo-Chinese countries began incorporating Western architectural influences, particularly from France.
What value does this architectural difference add to Nam Nhã Pagoda?
During the period of French colonial rule, we embrace the positive and beautiful aspects of French culture despite the exploitation. The architecture of Nam Nhã Pagoda features 5 rooms, each representing one of the 5 core virtues of Confucianism: humanity, righteousness, propriety, wisdom, and trust. Inside the main hall, there are reverend altars dedicated to Vô Cực Thiên Tôn, Yu Trì Kim Mẫu, and 3 bronze statues representing Thích Ca Văn Phật, Lão Tử Đạo Tổ, and Khổng Tử Chí Thánh. Opposite these altars is the shrine for the dragon god and the esteemed scholar Bùi Hữu Nghĩa. On either side are altars honoring the ancestors, the Holy Emperor, and the pagoda's founder, Master Nguyễn Đạo Cơ, along with additional ancestor altars. Flanking the front hall are the altars featuring memorial tablets for the abbots and predecessors. These are some of the woodblocks kept at Nam Nhã Pagoda. Records indicate that the pagoda still houses approximately 120 of them.
How many of the wood plots remain usable?
Approximately 60 are still in good condition, featuring engravings in Chinese or Nôm characters. These blocks, made from various types of wood, primarily jackfruit and starfruit, are nearly a century old.
During the Nguyễn Dynasty, wood plots were used to produce books. The wood plots have raised letters carved on the surface. Ink is applied to the surface, and then it is pressed onto paper, producing a printed copy with the letters correctly oriented.
There are 4 primary categories: religious texts, medical manuscripts, poetry and historical works, and geography from the Nguyễn Dynasty. These woodblocks showcase the intricate craftsmanship of our ancestors. Records show that it took 30 years to complete, involving 4 teams of workers in Da Nang and 1 team in Huế working in ships. This method reflects the ancestral techniques used to convey the ethics and tradition culture of the Vietnamese people through teachings on character. In Vietnam, certain woodblock documents have been recognized as documentary heritage by UNESCO Memory of the World Program. Each year, the pagoda attracts tens of thousands of domestic and international visitors who come to explore its history and take pride in Tây Đô renowned landmark. It continuously embodies the spirit of religion and life, reflecting compassion, wisdom, unity, and progress.
When I visit here, I gain deeper insight into the historical knowledge passed down by my ancestors and strive to study diligently.
It provides me with a sense of tranquility and is truly a place rich in historical significance.
Due to its historical and architectural significance, the pagoda was designated as a national historical and cultural relic by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism in 1991. This concludes our program. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in future episodes.
I aimlessly revisited the historical Cần Thơ Grand Vision in the final days of the year. This location evokes numerous memories for the Cần Thơ people, reminding them of the difficult times but also showcasing the bravery and tenacity of the resistance prisoners. Some have broken free from chains and are waiting for freedom, and some have given their lives in defense of their beloved nation. Every aspect of my emotions erupted as I became engrossed in tales that appeared to have happened yesterday.
A block of buildings with 4-man cells is in front of us. Each cell is supposed to hold 30 to 40 people, occasionally up to 70 or 80 people. At the height of the revolutionary movement, the enemy seized innumerable people they suspected. The number of inmates at this point may approach hundreds. As part of their living conditions, inmates are only allowed 2 cans of water every day. Because of these unforgiving conditions, prisoners frequently have a wide range of illnesses. In 1958, about 1,000 political prisoners at Lợi prison were poisoned by enemy soldiers through their meals. People throughout the nation were angered by this incident, which sparked a protest movement. When political prisoners at Cần Thơ Grand Prison heard about this movement, they joined the whole country in responding to the revolution movement. Looking at the right-hand side, we can see the uncles responding to the movement. At this time, on the one hand, the enemy gave in, and on the other hand, classified the subjects they suspected of being the leaders to detain separately. This watchtower is 6 meters high and has headlights for the supervision of prisoners at night. There are 3 women's solitary confinement quarters from the recently renovated women's jail block. This is a relic from prison, when mothers were getting ready to give birth. Miss Lê Kim Tý, the Southwest Military Transport Department's Lions A officer, were detained while working in 1974. She discovered that her spouse had passed away earlier and that she was more than a month pregnant when she arrived. She was particularly concerned about being in severe jail conditions, not being able to provide her children adequate food, being tormented by the enemy, and being ill. She supported herself by using her bag each time she was abused to spare her child. She confided in other inmates, particularly Miss Lê Ngọc Thanh, who went as tám thương in prison. Please take care of my child in case anything happens to me, she said to Miss Tám Thương. Miss Tý remained in prison, her health deteriorating daily, while Miss Tám Thương was free from prison first. She was in particularly poor health, closing to giving birth. The enemy soldiers were afraid that if she died in prison, they could be blamed, so they released her, regardless of whether she or her child lived or died. 7 days after her discharge, she passed away. She sent a letter to the fellow prisoner in her final moments, stating, Sister Tám, I hope to see you again, but I can't make it in time. And now I am sending my only child to you. A good child makes the mother happy. A foolish child makes the mother sad. But please don't abandon my child. Farewell, me, Kim Tý. Miss Tý passed away when there were not many days left for the country to be independent. She left, but still fulfilled her duties as a mother devoted to her child.
The war has passed, leaving our generation countless invaluable lessons about bravery, friendship, and the tenacious beauty of the Vietnamese people who gave their own to defend their country, teachings that we will always remember and be proud of. Cần Thơ Ancient Market is located on Hai Ba Trưng Street near Ninh Kiều Wharf in Tân An Road, Ninh Kiều District, Cần Thơ City. This market has been operating continuously for more than 100 years. In the past, this was the largest trading place for goods in the Mekong Delta, a market associated with the lives of people in the river region. It's not only one of the busiest markets in the region, but also a place to preserve the memories of many generations.
When I was young, every time I went back to my hometown, I could see Cần Thơ market. PC canoes and boats brought me a great sense of excitement. First, it was a fish market, then it became a store, and now it is Cần Thơ Asian market. Cần Thơ market is associated with two coconut roads.
Although the market is no longer as busy as before, Cần Thơ Ancient Market today still plays an important role in the development of Cần Thơ tourism. In the market, there are more than 20 booths displaying and selling souvenirs about Cần Thơ and the River Western region. The characteristic of Cần Thơ Ancient Market is to sell handmade products. You will find handmade products nowhere else but Cần Thơ Ancient Market. By selling these products, I can contribute to bringing the beauty of Vietnam, the characteristics of my regional culture to the world. Visitors to Cần Thơ often ask to come to Cần Thơ Ancient Market. I'm very happy to be one of the retailers here. The market also changes and grows day by day.
Cần Thơ Asian Market is associated with Cần Thơ tourism, especially Ninh Kiều key tourist spot. This Asian market creates a tourist space, a destination for domestic and foreign visitors. This is one of the conditions to facilitate Cần Thơ city's development.
Cần Thơ Ancient Market is not only a market, but also a place for visitors near and far to have the opportunity to explore, learn about ancient culture, and shop in the traditional space. This is one of the ideal places to visit when coming to the land of Tây Đô.